Well, that one was a really sharp bite. We didn't even have time to get the camera ready. Waited a little while for it. Again, it's brilliant, these sliding floats. They just slide all the way up and you just reel them through your rod ring. Feels quite a heavy fish. I'd imagine another bream, as is the way it's just lunging slowly. Really surprising how good the bites have been of the two we've had. Staying deep. There is a bream, he's just popped up. And there's another fish in the net. Let's have a look at him. Hooked right in the side. That wasn't coming out in a hurry. Really dark fish this time. Real old warrior, probably been in here for a few years. One thing you may notice is the spawning nodules on the top of his head. If you catch bream this time of year, they will start to develop that as they get ready to spawn. And to be honest with you, after the winter we've had, let's hope it's a good spawning year for every sort of fish. So always looking forward to the future. And he's probably enjoying the sun as much as we are. Slipping back. And see if you have a few more of them. Found another fish again. Doesn't quite feel as big this time. Slowly plodding. I would say just a skimmer or a slightly smaller bream maybe. Still great fun to catch them on a method that probably not only myself but a lot of people have either forgotten about or neglect to use. Certainly kicking a bit more now he's under the rod, but it is a smaller fish. And he's at us. Not the biggest fish you're ever going to catch, but all welcome. It's just nice to get back on the bank fishing again. Lovely little skimmer. Let's get back out there. Ready for another cast again. Talk you through it once more. As I said, we're on the clip, so hit the clip to your marker, quickly tie a line. And the main thing you may have seen me do is that there, just quite an aggressive flick. Basically all that does, rather than having to sink your line by doing loads and loads of turns of the reel handle, you just put the tip underwater, quite aggressively pull it up quickly, you find your whole line will just sink instantly. Something you may have to practice a little bit to get right, and don't go striking too hard and breaking anything, but you have got to be quite aggressive flick, and that sinks it nicely. That's settled, and we're fishing again, hopefully for another fish. Well, things have gone a bit quiet now. At the start of the session, what you didn't see me do is I mixed some ground bait up, put a pinch of all the baits in, and I've balled in about 8 or 10 balls in the area we're fishing. We're lucky enough to be able to walk around the bank and put it in from just over the side there. As I said, bites have dried up, so maybe I'm going to just start trickling a bit of bait in for a catapult, a few pellets, a couple of grains of corn, just to see if that sparks things into life again. it may be the case that they want some more ground bait as they did earlier, but for now I'll just trickle a bit of bait in, give it another 10-15 minutes and we'll see how it goes. Well, that bit of bait seems to have done the trick. Probably 5 or 10 minutes later, the float has absolutely sailed away again. To be completely honest, every bite has been completely the same. The float's there 1 minute and it's just completely vanished the next. Shows how sensitive this method is. It's a nice skimmer. And he's in. Another nice fish on the slime float. Just take it a long way down. Quick disgorger job. Keep everything to hand. If you ever do need disgorge or anything like that, it's nice and quick. Pop that out of the way. There he is, not the biggest. But it's another fish. Let's pop him back. Let's see if we can have another one. We'll probably continue to use the catapult for now, as that seemed to have made a difference. Just keep doing that for another 5 or 10 minutes. Just to top up the bait we done earlier. Try and get back on the same spot. Hit the clip. Sink your line. Another key point of fishing this method, as you may notice, is I'm sitting dead on to my float, in dead straight line, and I've got my rod rest directly in front of me as well. It's different to when you're fishing on either the tip or any sort of feeder where you have a slight angle. You need to be always in direct contact with that float. So make it easy for yourself, sit dead on, and it should be much better for you. Well, I think it's about time we probably called it a day now. We've had a few fish today, but what's been mostly enjoyable for me is coming down fishing an almost neglected lake, and just as equally as a neglected method. So it's been rewarding in its own special way. It's not always about catching 100, 200 pounds worth of fish. It's just about enjoying the situation around you, catching whatever's in front of you. I'll quickly wind in, we'll have a look at the net, see what we've had in total. Just quickly pop this on the side there. Let the feeder arm off and we'll have a quick look. Well, there we are. Not the biggest net of fish you're ever going to see, but some nice bream in there all the same. A few roach mixed in as well. Let's get them back anyway. Thanks for watching the latest episode. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have fishing it today. We're now coming into the spring and the summer, so hopefully there'll be lots more videos coming soon. We'll see you next time.